Yeah.
Hi, Old Keegan the Vlog here. Welcome back to the channel, and this is a little bit different. We're going back in time about a year ago. Steve had this 1938 Buick Special, and we never did a video on it. So we have a lot of this archival footage from back when this car was in the shop, and I thought while there's a lull in the action at the shop, I could take this opportunity to put something together to show you this really cool car that's not with us anymore, but certainly an interesting one.
Riding that thing is sweet.
I just took my first ride in a 38 Buick Special. Actually, that's my first ride in a pre-war car ever.
No shit.
Yeah.
My dad had a 53 package, like Jim Vines. Jim's a 51, my dad's a 53, or vice versa.
Well, that's not pre-war.
Oh, you're right. You fucked me.
Oh, of course I scratched the pieces out of the roof.
Did you? What?
There was a branch hanging down, and I went right under it. In the,
Oh, you're fine.
Right across the top.
I think it just moved the dust.
Yeah, you had a layer of dust.
Yeah, that's yeah.
The dust protected it.
Probably really quick on the running board. Right down the road on the outside, on the running board.
And maybe actually.
This right here.
Yeah, put your finger in it. Is it oil or is it?
It's viscous. It's oil.
Yeah, it's from the crankcase ventilation system.
Listen how quiet that engine is.
That's why they say that cars of like the 1950s and stuff pollute more when they're standing still than a modern car does when it's running.
Oh yeah.
I see it dripping.
So Steve got this car roughly the same time I got the Ferrari 308, right under the arrow there. So he got it much in the same way I got the Ferrari. It was a non-runner, and got it working with a pretty easy repair, as he says here.
It is incredible. It's I think, I want Jerome to think, but I think it's a really good paint job. This car was taken down to nuts and bolts. The frame is all powder coated. You should see the thing underneath. It's like a new car.
Wow. And what is the year and model? 38
Buick Special.
38 Buick Special and suicide doors. I love it. Oh, look at, man, the wood trim and everything. Wow.
So it took us probably a good solid 5 minutes to get it off the trail. And then it took us an hour and a half to get the box of parts with 2 spare engines off the back of the truck.
So not sure if you caught that, but he just said 2 spare engines. Yes, this car came with 2 spare engines. One, I believe, was the original engine. There was a spare, and then there's the one that's in the car.
And of course it didn't run. And it turned out, so we checked for gas, we checked for spark and all that sort of stuff. And it turned out that the screw that holds the points in had fallen out. So the points just wouldn't close. So they just sit there, doing nothing.
And that's all it was.
And then it started right.
So messing with this car at the shop, one of the things that we did was replace the oil pan with one off of another engine that came with the car because it looked like it was in better shape. And there was a bit of a miscalculation that went on there, as you're about to see.
We have some. We don't have some, then we're shutting it off.
Okay.
What in the world
It
was
came
that?
up finally. Yeah.
What's that?
Okay, it finally came up. It went,
What was rattling?
valve cover. I didn't see it moving. It must have been the valve cover.
Spoiler alert, it was not the valve cover.
I don't know who went.
It's on top of the battery.
It wasn't the valve cover.
It's down low. Is it, says something to do with the oil pan?
Is the, I wonder with the springs now if that sway bar or something is wrapping against the bottom of the oil pan?
Well, I'm just trying to think of things that have changed since the last time it ran, right?
Well, springs have changed, and I think that maybe...
And the oil pan's changed too.
Yeah.
Have you run the things to change the pan? No.
Okay, I suspect something in there is...
It's hitting inside the pan.
Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's in here. It's right there. It's right there. I can feel it.
That's not good.
All right. Drop that fire.
Yeah, that's the pan.
Oh boy.
Well, I think when you take the pan off, you should see what's hitting it. It should be marked.
It'll be marked.
But I bet we could dimple that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kissing.
And at least we know exactly where they are.
Are there any others?
It shouldn't be, I mean, unless it's hitting here. And I don't see any evidence of that.
No.
Because this, you know, everything's on the same plane.
And this part was deeper on the other pan, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
what
other
did they
pan-
just put? Did they just put bigger counterweights on it? What? Why in the
Well,
world would that be?
This is for a later engine.
So what we're finding out with this car more and more is that it's really a resto mod. A lot of things have been changed, like the suspension and these sway bar links, and there's been some modifications to make it all fit. So a little modification to the oil pan, got it stuck back on there, and now the engine is running without smacking the bottom of the oil pan. Sounds great. And now it's time for the tradition of taking the first drive over at the park next door. Part where we all walk around and take pictures of the car right before I take my first and only ride in a pre-war car. Well, it wasn't too long after this that Steve sold the 1938 Buick Special, so it's no longer at our shop. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. We've got a few things coming up in the not too distant future, getting ready for Radwood. We've got 2 cars going to that, and possibly something new making an appearance at the shop. That's all I'm going to say about that for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.